Okay, now we'll look into the third chapter, that is industrialization in the colonies. Now here we will read about how in the colonies like India, industrialization began, who brought it, and how when was the period that industrialization began in India. So before we get into the process of industrialization in the colonies, we need to study about the history of the Indian trade. Now, as you may know, that Indian silk and cotton, they were in very high demand in the international market. International market was dominated by the Indian silk and cotton. Okay, किनभने चाहिँ the silk and the cotton that were produced in India, they were of the finest quality. Okay, so they were merchants who took goods from India to the international market. Okay, so जुन चाहिँ route उनीहरूले use गर्थ्यो, that was they used to take the goods from Punjab. Punjab they used to take it to Afghanistan, and from Afghanistan it was taken to Eastern Persia and Central Asian countries. Okay, so during that time mostly sea trade, sea ko through बाट trade was done. Okay, so there were three important ports in India which was used for sea trade. So one of these port was Surat, the second was Masulipatam, and the third was Hooghly. Okay, so पहिला चाहिँ यो तीनटा पोर्ट चाहिँ एकदमै फेमस थियो, एन्ड मोस्टली इन्टरनेसनल मार्केटको लागि सामान चाहिँ यो तीनटा पोर्ट्सबाट नै via ships it was taken to other countries. Okay, let's have a look at the maps now. So here you will see in this map you will see Hooghly. Okay, Hooghly is in West Bengal. So the yellow region here shows you where Hooghly is located. So this was one of the port. The next port that you will see is of Masulipatam. Masulipatam, it was earlier known as Machilipatnam, Andhra Pradesh Macha. It was also one of the ports. So basically, Hooghly and Machilipatnam Barache, the goods were taken to the South Asian countries like China, Thailand, Myanmar, Indonesia, etc. Okay, and the third most important port that was used during this trade was Surat. Okay, Surat is in Gujarat. From Surat, the countries of the Western countries were connected, or goods were transported from India to Western countries through this port of Surat. So basically, Surat, Machilipatnam, and Hooghly. These were the three ports which were mainly used for sea trade earlier. And त्यति बेला ट्रेडमा the people who were involved in this trade were mostly Indian merchants and bankers. Okay, so a lot of Indians were involved in this trade of silk and cotton from India. So mostly trade was controlled by the Indian people only. Okay, so there was these Indian merchants and bankers. They used to provide the fund. They used to finance the production. They used to carry the goods and also supply it. And supply it to the exporters and supply it outside India. So we had supply merchants. The supply merchants basically they were the link between the port towns and the inland regions. So जुन चाहिँ पोर्ट छ तीनटा पोर्ट सुरत मसुलीपट्टनम र हुगली यो तीनटा पोर्ट सिटिज र इनल्यान्ड रिजन्स जहाँनिर चाहिँ आर्टिसन्सहरूले यो प्रडक्ट बनाउँथ्यो त्यो दुईटा जग्गालाई कनेक्ट गर्नु चाहिँ supply merchants connect garte. So these supply merchants used to provide advance to the weavers, र त्यो weavers ले produce गरेको चीज चाहिँ they used to carry it to the ports. And at the port big shippers र ठुल्ठुलो जुन चाहिँ export merchantsहरू हुन्छ उनीहरूको brokers हुन्थ्यो. त्यो ब्रोकर्सले त्यो सामानको दाम नेगोसिएट गर्थ्यो र त्यो किनेपछि चाहिँ त्यहाँदेखि त्यो सप्लाई मर्चेन्टकोबाट किन्थ्यो. And then those goods were then exported by the export merchants to the other countries. Okay, from the three ports of Surat, Masulipatam, and Hooghly. All right, but what happened is that 1750s ma यो जुन चाहिँ नेटवर्क अफ ट्रेड थियो जो चाहिँ इन्डियन मर्चेन्ट्सले कन्ट्रोल गर्दै थियो यो नेटवर्क चाहिँ बिस्तारै बिस्तारै के हुँदै गयो ब्रेक हुँदै गयो. एन्ड स्लोली इन्डियन मर्चेन्ट्स वेयर टेकन ओभर बाई द Western people. All right.